What up, people? So this is going to be a subscribers request question that I'm going to answer because I think that it's going to help a lot of people understand. I mean, there's there's enough people who've been watching the journey, but then there's others who don't really know. Hold on a second, I gotta fix this. Look at this. Will you look at that? I'm watering the tree. So they're looking to be doing good right now. They have been wilted over, a little bit of discoloration, and they are looking pretty healthy right now. So let me fix this and get back to y'all. Okay, this is much better. Look at that. That only took like 10 seconds just to tighten it a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna just water plants while I talk. So one of the question was, how do we get what we got? Now I might be wording it wrong, but how do we, I guess, do so much? Or how do we do what we are doing? So you guys who don't know, we've been here for 4 years now. I guess 4.5. And in the 4.5 years, we've lived in the first apartment for like 3 months. Then I decided to bring my dad here from New Jersey. And when I decided to bring my dad here from New Jersey, we decided to get a different apartment with a different layout. Plus, we noticed when we first moved in the first apartment, it was a nice apartment, and it wasn't really in a bad neighborhood at all. But it was just the people that were living there. They were a little, let's say they remind me a little bit too much of living in the hood in New York. Nice apartment, nice amenities, nice area. It's just the tenants that were there. They were a little bit much with how they acted and carried on. Nothing crazy, just a little bit much. Like for an example, there was a lady one night, I was driving Uber, came home at 2 in the morning. The lady lit a plant on fire. The thing went up really big, and she threw it directly in the dumpster instead of like throwing it on the ground and letting it go out. Oh, and by the way, this is the aloe vera plant that I'm watering right now. And the other 3 plants or trees I should say, that I was watering are the moringa trees. So, and I've had this aloe vera plant for about over 3 years now. And I got it when it was really small off of one of the plants in the second apartment that we were in. There was like, what do they call it, pups or whatever was running off the side. And I took it, put it in a plant, put it in a pot, and I kept on making the pot a little bigger, you know, every 6 months or so. And voila, thing is huge right now. So this is the banana plant, banana tree that we're watering. So yeah, so the lady threw the burning plant pot in the dumpster, and the dumpster immediately went up in flames like crazy. She jumped in the dumpster, I guess to put it out, jumps out immediately. I mean, the thing caught on fire really fast, and she left. I saw security driving by. I let them know. They tried to run and catch her. It was like Keystone cops running around in circles. Now also, I'm looking down on the ground. Oh, here we go. So, I'm going to show you guys in a minute. You know, you got to be careful out here. I don't really have boots on right now. I have some real thin type of Skechers Real thin sole and everything. Oh, so this is the basil and my snake plant. This is, I forgot what kind of plant this is, but it's some type of succulent type of plant. I don't know how well it's going to do outside in the wintertime, but I think I'm going to try. I tried a little bit when we was at the house. This is another snake plant. I don't want to flood it too much. Now look, this is, y'all tell me what this is. Yep, scorpion. And if I measure that out, that's at least 2.5, 3 inches tall. Now let me show you. I'm going to stop the film and start it again because I'm going to add this on social media. I want to show what it does when we wet it. I mean, I don't know what it's going to do, so this is going to be a surprise. What up, guys? So I just came outside out front, and right outside the door there's a 2 to 3, 2.5 to 3 inch scorpion that's outside right here. It's alive. I'm going to wet it with water to see what it does with water. I don't know what it's going to do. I want to take you guys. First, let me show you where it's at. Boop, boop, there it is. Look at that piece. Beautiful big guy. Now, let me sprinkle water little by little on it. Not really doing anything. Let me turn on the water a little. Not hardly moving. And yes, it's very alive. One more. The thing's just sitting there taking it with his armored shell. Look at that. Will you look at that? Hasn't moved a flinch. Alright guys, so yeah, that scorpion did not move one bit. So I'm going to another snake plant. Oh shoot, hold on. The hose did that thing again. Alright, here we go. Another snake plant. Water that a little bit, don't really take much. Now we got my worm bins. So I have not done anything with them, fed them. Oh, you know what? I forgot. These guys said that they put the tops on it so that they could so that they don't spill over. I'm gonna have to get something to cut that off with. All right, so my bad. I did not film me putting water in the worm bins, but you know, at the end of the day, they weren't dried out or anything like that, so they still were in good condition. They've only been here for 2 days. This is the second day right now, matter of fact. So, don't need to see me wetting tank here. Let them cool off a little bit. Yeah, so in this area right here, I put some grass seed down. I don't know if it's gonna do anything or not. I didn't put any cover topsoil over top of it. Maybe I'll do some later on or something like that, but as of right now, I'm just trying to see if I could do something. So yeah, so at the end of the day, so we had our first apartment moved out, second apartment because Pops was coming, so we moved to another apartment, which was like, it was still a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but it was just situated different, where instead of his bedroom being right next to ours, his bedroom was way on the other side of the apartment. So made it a little better for privacy and things like that. And which it turned out to be good because my father used to like the TV blasting, which being that he was way on the other side of the apartment, it didn't make us one difference. But if he would have been next to us, yeah, that would have caused some type of issues. But, you know, love you, Pops. So, at the end of the day, once we had our second apartment, gated community, much better situation. We went ahead and we've been looking the whole time for a house, for a condo, for, just anything. We were going to any and every open house that we went to. We talked to all realtors, all the brokers that were there, because there's a lot of times there's brokers at the open houses, and we gathered a lot of info. So we had one realtor at first that helped us purchase our first home. And at the end of the day, honestly, I'm not gonna knock him, but he never actually found any home for us to say, look, this is what I found for you guys to go check out. I basically did the homework myself and found the home. With me finding a home for us, we had the realtor, which, he was great with the support that he had to give us, because they're kind of also like your lawyer in a sense. Like, he really helped to seal the deal. It was in a gated community. I mean, not a gated community, but it was in a certain community where, what do the dogs see? I don't know what the dogs see, but they on guard like they're supposed to be. So he helped us, to close on a house. Now, we were upset about our first lender, because he sold us to where he said, unlike other lenders or where the community where you're buying a home at, they have one or two people that can give you, shop for your loan, for your mortgage, and your interest rate can, you don't really have a lot of wiggle room to get a better interest rate. Now, mind you, we found out later on that our neighbors went with the builders, and their interest rate was, let me see, ours was like a 4.0, and theirs was like a 3.5. So, with that being said, they had a way better interest rate than what we had. That little 0.5% makes a big difference. So after that, we kept the house for about 1.5 years, and what we did was we started thinking about it. The houses were so close together, but even though we're in a 2,800 square foot, big, beautiful home, brand new build and everything, mortgage was really nice price and everything. We didn't like the fact that the neighbors were so close. We didn't like the fact that the neighbors would park in front of our home, right next to the driveway. It was hard to come in, come out. Sometimes, we even found that they parked across our driveway. They parked in front of our home, where they had the front of their home completely empty. They didn't have, they either have one car or no cars in their driveway, but their cars would be parked in front of our home. So it might sound a little petty or whatever, but at the end of the day, when you have a view, the view, let me show you. Like here, yeah, we have this house being built right here, but when you look around, there's still nothing else obstructing our view. We still have beautiful view of mountains. We have 3 more neighbors over here, 1, 2, and 3, but we still have nice open land, open views. Nobody's gonna park in front of our place. We have our privacy, and at the end of the day, like they say, the street is public property. Yeah, it's public. That's cool. But at the end of the day, you want what you want. Like, if I want the privacy, then, like they say, instead of just sitting there, laying there and getting rolled over, you make an executive decision. So we decided we wanted to get something with more land. And hence, so what we did was we purchased 40 acres in Tonopah. And when we purchased the 40 acres in Tonopah, we tried to do like an off-the-grid, full setup and stuff. And it got to the point where it was so expensive with the well. The well went from $25,000 to $40,000 to 60,000, and they said they want to dig like 800 feet. Once they start digging, if the thing started collapsing in, then it was going to be some problems because they were going to charge us more, which they could not discuss the price with us right there. They just said they'll discuss it when and if the problem comes, which you know is going to come. You know it's going to be some reason for them to charge more money. So at the end of the day, we were just like, you know what? We were so far away from other people and things that to run electrical, which we wanted to do off the grid solar, that would have cost about 50, 60,000. If we would have ran a pole to our property, it would have cost 116,000. So that wasn't good. So we just started looking at and then we had to go through a double wash to get on and off the property, and that became a little issue. So we decided to sell the house. We sold before the 2 years. You know, when the houses were, you know, you can get a good price for a house, but then people say, why sell your house when you have to buy another house and you're just gonna be spending just as much money or whatever to buy another house? So the thing is, you don't really go by what they say. So what we did was we sold the house because we knew we wanted to get out of there, and we wanted to sell before it was a problem, and I'll tell you about that at a later on another video. But we sold the house, and we sat for about a year, like a little under a year, and we finally found this place. We went through a couple places first. We almost closed on something else that was 36 years old, and at the very last second, thank God, God is good, there was like a little issue that came up, which was like a structural thing that they could have fixed. We could have allowed them to do it, but that helped us get out the loan. So we ended up getting a brand new build. This house is still only 2 months old right now, on some land, which is awesome, man. As you see, we have a lot of open space for ourselves. Now where our fence is at, our property goes back probably another 500-600 feet, maybe more, but this is what we just fenced in for right now. We fenced in like 400 square feet. So this is very good. We enjoy this. We'll be able to do the things with the dogs to make them comfortable. We'll be able to do things where we can plant fruit and vegetables. You know, things take time. Things is very expensive. What we also did, I'm going to use an example. I'm not going to say what we did, but let's put it like this. There was somebody I know who was like 25 years old. He took $8,000 on a condo that was 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. It was 2 pools, 2 jacuzzis, and it had a weight room. It was really nice. Now, and we've only been here 4.5 years, so he did that while we were here. But you know, things change a little bit. Like it might be 110, 120,000 right now for that same place. But the way prices are, it might even be more. But at the end of the day, he bought it for 80,000. He put 8,000 down. When he put 8,000 down, his mortgage was $434 a month for a 2 bedroom, 2 bath condo with the excellent amenities. Beautiful place. Now, what I tell people for first timers or whatever, don't swing for the fence. Don't go crazy. Don't worry about how everybody else or somebody else did it. You can start small. You can start like, you know, I'm going to just put it out there like this. You can start like a place that's like a little raggedy. At the end of the day, like you can get a condo, even if it's 1 bedroom, 1 bath with no amenities at all. You can get a condo for like 60,000. And you keep whatever property you get for 2 years. After 2 years, you don't have to pay capital gains tax, and then you can go ahead and sell it. And from whatever 60,000 little basic place you got, you can invest the profit you got and get a better place. And trust me, you know, you can do that every 2 years until you get better and better. And that's what happens, you know. You, like they say, there's levels to it. So at the end of the day, you can end up getting an awesome place, the size you want and everything, by just taking step by step. Don't look at it as the first time swinging the bat and hitting a home run. You gotta, you know, take your time and get in where you fit in. So if you see like your finances not right, like I say, sacrifice, work hard, try to save about 10 to 15,000. If you save 10 to 15,000, you talk to a good realtor, you'll be able to, and you know, you'll be able to find something within your budget that you can get. And like I said, just whatever you get right now doesn't mean that that's what you have to stay with. So yeah, I don't want to take this any longer. Plus the phone's getting hot.